Yes, I've been like homeless for a minute. This is another stand-up comedy. So I've been homeless for 17 months. And if the only way you get food is to call the police on yourself and say, hey, I'm starving to death. Can I have a sandwich? And they actually give you a sandwich. That's pretty cool of them, you know. Saves you from committing a crime. So that's pretty tight. So thank you, police department. I'd like to say thank you for that sandwich. And so this goes on to my comedy bit. The one time the police come and I didn't get a ticket, they actually helped me get a sandwich. I appreciate that. You're a scholar and a gentleman, scholar and a lady. So that's just being respectful. So my comedy bit goes on to say, you know, if you have body parts in your car and you start speeding just because you see a cop without his lights on, you might be a dumbass mother effer. So, and then, I don't know how stupid you could be, but that's pretty damn stupid. He must have had his Fruit Loops for breakfast. See, me personally, when I get arrested, I shower with my clothes on, if you know what I'm saying. That motherfucker probably go in there and drop the soap. Throwing shit out the fucking window. So, my apologies for that joke, but it's too damn funny not to. So, if you go in your counselor in a different state and the room turns all black, like a flash of lightning and all black, you might be under hypnosis. That was my Hypnosis 101, and just a follow-up version to the Hypnosis 101. Because I'm tired of being hypnotized. I actually wrote a song about it. So, trying to think of some good comedy here. If I don't know. I think that's funny, just not being able to think of something because I'm always spitting so fast. So that's kind of hilarious. So if you were watching TV and you get a ticket for watching TV, you know what you can do with the TV, right, people? Or, hey, junkyard, you accept television sets? I'll trade it in for an old cassette player. So, yeah, if you're catching case over your TV, you might want to throw the damn thing in the dumpster. And if your TV instigates a fight in your home, you might want to throw the TV in the dumpster. So if your television set gets you in trouble, what are you going to do? Throw the dang thing in the dumpster. I was actually kind of polite to one of my ex-girlfriends. And so we got this new entertainment stand that I got from a family member. I paid for a new TV to go in there. So we broke up, you know, but it was, I don't know. I'm not a wife beater, so I had to go. Either break up or, you know. So I packed my stuff. But I was very polite about leaving. I left her a floor model TV. So I didn't, you know, totally try to walk her. You know, I gave her something on my way out. Now, if she was smart today, she would have kept that TV and throw that light piece of shit in the fucking garbage. Because them goddamn TVs are getting people in trouble. So I listen to the radio all the time. And they spoof my radio, spoof my phone, post shit on my phone, hack and upload and post shit on my phone. Then I find my phone just uploading shit, and I was like, what the hell's it doing? This dang thing ain't that goddamn smart, is it? So there's look on the back of your phone, and all those little circle things that look, well, you got the camera, you got the flashlight, then you got a little circle thing that's kind of like yellowish color, white. a little small dot, you might want to tape a quarter over that little dot so your phone don't get spoofed. And that blue light that lights up in the top right corner of the battery section, that's where they like to spoof it from too. So just tape a quarter to the, front of your phone. And hell, you can't even turn your phone on without wanting to throw it in the dumpster. And where's the privacy in America? Has Larry King gotten so old he can't fast forward the enemy of the state and say, in the movie The Enemy of the State, at the end of it, this is a goddamn outcry. We have no, what do you call that, privacy in America. I can't turn my phone on. I can't watch my TV. What the hell's up with that shit? It's like walking into a club in New York. I'm gonna put my goddamn baseball hat on, and if anybody don't like it, they say, well, it's tough shit. 'Cause I'm family. And, the only way I can ever go to California to see my dad's star is, watching my TV. See what happens. And if I get a ticket for watching TV, there's my trip to California, and I can't afford to do no crimes in California. It's a 3-strike law state. I already got one, remember? I sure as fuck don't want no more. So, I thought about visiting California, honestly, without no purpose, starting any fires. Unless that's what she was setting me up for, too. Hell, I couldn't even walk down the street without, somebody blowing shit up. And don't look at me, man. I learned my lesson 20 years ago. Hell, I didn't even fucking light a match. And I thought about going out to California and just laying down on that sidewalk. I don't know, Sunset, I think, or whatever. And taking a selfie with my daddy's star. And then just take a bus home, saying, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We're off to see the wizard. We're going to cut off his balls. I think, Johnny would have been all right with his musical career. Because he's a hell of a guitar player. Hell of a guitar player. If the goddamn drummer would have just kept his goddamn mouth shut. So I don't want to be an asshole because, he nicknamed me Sweet William. So I guess I got to be polite about it every once in a while. So, going hungry sometimes causes you, your body literally eating itself if you don't consume food. So, I don't know. Another enemy of the state joke. I get a little cranky if I don't eat. So, I don't know. It's like chasing the devil's rejects. Give me back my change, asshole. Then you got some big lurch-looking tiny motherfucker. He's the one that gets away. There comes Pumpkinhead. West Virginia joke right there. No offense, West Virginians. But I was watching this gator show, and these people were feeding gator. It's like, well, you guys might want to get Steve Irwin on the set, just in case anything goes haywire. Well, sure as shit, at the end of that thing, they're just standing there clowning, gators standing right in front of them. I don't know if they could hear me or not, but I said, boys, you might want to start running sideways. Do a little Tetris move on it, run sideways. Dumbasses are just sitting there. It's kind of dumb standing there with the gator without Steve Irwin around. And at the end of that episode, all I heard was pop. And one dude looks at him and says, "Hold quiet. Turn that camera off." I don't know. I try to tell them, warn them before that happens. Boys, you might want to run sideways. You know, Steve Irwin would have been an excellent dude to have on set. He'd have jumped on that alligator, taped its mouth shut. So, whoo, I just saved your life. I just saved your life, boys. He always was a good dude to watch on TV, you know. So, just listen to the word of the wise. Do not wrestle an alligator if you do not have a Steve Irwin. So, go on to say, you know, hell, when I was a kid, I swam with 3 deadliest snakes in the world. Thank God I had a tour guide. So we're down there in the muddy waters in the holler, just hollering around. I went swimming. They're like, watch for snakes. And, you know, this kid down home, going down home, coming right back, you know, just get away from, I don't know, it must have been a Republican mole or something. Just something fun to do. So, we're all just swimming around. They're like, snake. And I heard, you know, this is what my uncle, I used to steal my pot from, go, you know, what do we do if there is a snake? You know, well, are we going to light this blunt that kid keeps stealing from you? We're going to say hi to it and get the fuck on out of here. So, sorry, I had to cough. I had to laugh about it. So, I'm pushing 40 next month. I sure as hell ain't getting my prostate checked. But I'm just gonna, well, that's what they checks your prostate. So I'm just gonna, that super beta prostate on TV, I'm just gonna go ahead and call them and just like, heart people, you gotta take aspirin regimens. So when I turn 40, I'm just gonna start a super beta prostate regimen. Hell, I'll never have to get my asshole poked in my whole life. So that'd be a good way to go around about the whole physical of anybody touching your butthole. Start ordering super beta prostate at the age of 40 and you'll be good to go. That's what I thought about doing anyway. So let's see what else here. I don't know. So I was watching this boob tube TV a long time ago. I don't know. Then I turned it off after 2 seconds. Turn the radio on, turn the radio off. It's like, what is wrong with you people? Do they just go in there smoking their own kind of dope or something? And be all paranoid and it's like, dude, chill out. Eat a sandwich, smoke some sativa, and drink you know, 1 beer just to take the edge off of it. It's like those people are on there all crazy, stupefied, and it's like, dude, take a chill pill. You are instigating people at home. You know, take a day off. You got all that money, hell, go on a vacation. You know, people find, I don't know, just, it's like watching that one movie, Step Brothers, like entertaining my brother's kids or something. People find the stupidest shit funny. It's like, goddamn, what are we in? Read Devil's Reject School. So, you know, I don't want that around my kids. So, I wouldn't raise my kids to watch TV. Like, it's like every program you gotta have rated, get the fuck out of the room. You know? So, that's funnier now. But, and Martha Stewart's always fun to watch. Having the munchies. It's like, god dang, that looks so good, and I ain't got a thing in my refrigerator. Sitting there getting the munchies. Then watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and see old Daddy reach through the TV and just pick out a candy bar and start munching on it. I wonder if they have that technology, if that's what they're working on. Next thing you know, they'll be putting tubes underneath the ground with air compressors. I need a pizza. Boom! Ding! Like, gracias, amigo. That'd be a cool idea. They could actually put that in the air, you know. Save from all the drilling. Hell, the geocodes here where I live are so goddamn bad. So you can actually time them. Where's this one coming from? Well, this time should be like, ooh, that was a close one. I mean, what's the point of a geocode? Did people forget what a GPS was? I mean, seriously, what is the point of a geocode? Hell, at least a geocode, if you move it, you know, what if you get in a fender bender and you got a geocode? Will that throw your whole day off? Or throw somebody else's? It just really confuses me because I don't drive. Boy, cars today have real changed. Changed a lot. My sister was showing me hers. She was like, get down there and try to mess with that license plate. I was like, what the fuck was that, a bullet? Goddamn car shooting at me. She was military. She was trained to drive. I remember one time we made her clear across state in about 2 minutes. Boy, that girl had a lead foot. So we're like zooming around. I was like, you better slow the fuck down. She's like, no, that's okay. I'll have my husband pay to take it. I was like, oh, that's Florida. Funnest ride I ever took. Till we got pulled over. Boys, I don't know. We were going faster than that on the highway. And then we were just coming out of a small little town, and she hit the gas pedal right at the 55 mile an hour zone. So she's going 35, and we're about, I don't know, 2 steps away from the 55 mile an hour sign. There she goes. And woo, woo, woo. I was like, Jesus Christ, we should have did 100 miles an hour on the highway. So, right, she goes, that's all right. My husband's going to pay it. I was like, oh. He was really good to her, though. So, I appreciate that. But that was the funniest thing I ever seen. We barreled across state like 100 miles an hour, well, 90. I think she wasn't impressed. I said, well, let's max this motherfucker out. See how high that speedometer can go. She would have done it too, but there were too many cars on the road. They were in our way. So I told her a little trick of the trade. After she got the ticket, said when the semis slow down, you know, go around them, speed up, your husband will pay it. So, that's a, honk honk joke. So, I was just sitting there thinking what would be funny to think about since I got to turn the TV off every time I turn it on, turn the radio on, and goddamn thing's Bluetooth. It's like, who are you? Can you hear me? Blah, blue, I am your father. Right in the stereo just to mess with them. They be wanting to pull you over for that. I'm going to try that sometime. I'm like, hello, who are you? And you can hear motherfuckers talking right back to you. And like, have you ever heard of CB? I don't know. It's like kids today need to get out in their cars and play tag and CBs like we used to. Drive around and play tag with CBs. And we just do it with homemade radios now. Yeah, when I was a kid, we'd always have family get-togethers. Like at least once a year or something. Hog roast or whatever. Thanksgiving, whatever. We'd get together at some point. Grandpa's birthday or whatever. I'm sure sis was coming up. My husband will pay the ticket. It's been a minute since I seen her. God rest her soul. So, I'm sitting there bored as hell. My sister'd always call me. And she was on the back road, she didn't know or something. So, she called me and was like, talk me through this shit. Or, her job, she was a nurse. And she's like, wake me up, I'm about to fall asleep and I got to be like halfway across the state. Then over here do this job and be over there. That nursing job, they didn't let her get no sleep at all. So I kept her awake. And I heard that gas pedal going. As soon as she called me, yeah, she's awake then. And she leaves her signal. She's like, well, I'm going to lose my signal here. I was wondering if she got pulled over. And she called me right back, you know. She's a good-hearted old girl. The only thing she ever did wrong was a DUI, really, and speeding that I know of. Which confuses me, but I don't know. It is what it ain't, I guess. So, just as a dedication, and you know, to my sister. So I'm sitting here bored as hell, so I thought I'd do a little stand-up. Because usually I'd be calling my sister every day, or not every day, but pretty close to it, just for something to do, or she'd be calling me and be like, well, I need you to help, because I'm going to rev up the gas. You know. So it's been a minute since I talked to her. So I thought I'd do a little stand-up comedy. Just keep my mind sane. Make you laugh a little bit, whoever's listening. So it's about, I don't know, holy crap, 23 minutes on this one. I guess it's a dip boy thing. So, Indian people really amaze me. I think they're funnier than hell. And so I ran out of rolling papers for my pipe tobacco. Old John Dunbar trick. Took a Pepsi can, put holes in it, and you know, put my pipe tobacco on top of it. Made me a little peace pipe. Old Kicking Bird from Dances with Wolves, he'd be like, no. You have to carve it out of wood and use a knife. That's how you make the peace pipe. I don't know how them boys did it back then, but them wooden last long pipes, you know, them Indians smoking, that was pretty cool. I was like, well, I don't have one of those. I just Pepsi'd it up. But I got my peace pipe made. Get tobacco. Not too strong. It don't give you whatever that sound is, sound. Some people you hear it's like really retarded. You know, however they do it. It's like, God dang, to spit out that hawker. Don't swallow it, it's cancerous. The average lifespan of a smoker is they die in their 60s from smoking. Well, I'm quitting before then, so I live to be at least 80. Start chewing or something. I don't know how that'd be. Starting to try to chew bubble gum and get used to the fact of chewing. My brother's chewed, my grandpa's chewed. How my grandpa lived to be 81 years old chewing tobacco. I mean, I remember back in them days, that Republican War, my grandpa would get so irritated, he'd get out his freaking chewing tobacco, put a little chew in there. He's sitting there and something smack his chew out of his hand. And then they said, quit. That's what that thing told him, quit doing tobacco. It's like a little bit ago, they said, stop smoking, no smoking. So Grandpa, big old smart ass he was, reached in that big old, took the biggest handful of chew he could get. He said, fuck you. Put that goddamn chew in his mouth. Looked like he had, a double cheek from his chewing. That's how he chewed it ever since. I mean, like golf ball size chew. So he didn't waste no tobacco. Funny motherfucker. I remember when he caught me smoking, I'd always take walks. And he said, what are you doing taking a walk so much? I was like, I don't know, I gotta go out here and pull some weeds for Grandma or something. I got in her shed one time, lit up a little cigarette. And knowing Grandma how she was, she said, go around there and see what the hell he's doing. So Grandpa come around there and looked at me, shook his cane at me. I was like, oh shit. And then he turned around and walked away. I was like, whew, that was a close one. These marbles are expensive. So I went around there and I didn't know what Grandma was gonna say. I just sat there quietly. I was like, well, I wonder if I'm gonna get yelled at or not. Tippy toe thing, it's really painful. So about, I don't know, my next cigarette craving, I was like, Grandpa, I walk down the road and take a walk. Grandma's face just turned and looked at me. I got the hawk eyes look. And Grandpa was like, hell no, just light that son of a bitch up. It's funny now. And then Grandma started to open her mouth, and Grandpa said, hey, you hush down there right now. And he told me like that, cigarette up. So I was, legally allowed to smoke when I was 17, 16 years old. I can't remember when, but I was pretty young. So I got quit at an early age now, to make sure I don't get black lung, and however they do it. So, a little smoking education, because most people I know died in their 60s from cancer, smoking cigarettes. But my great uncle, was it great uncle? Yeah, great uncle. He's died at 79 years old chewing Pall Malls. Non-filters, so that's why I switched to Pall Malls. Maybe I break the filter off. Tack on 60, 70, 80, 20 years of my life and still keep my nicotine flowing. But chewing gum sucks. But I don't know. Save on tobacco though. This is expensive to live these days. So if I come across anybody that's standing outside my hotel room again, I looked out there a minute ago, and the goddamn chips are in your phones now. So they must have some little program where the chip just jumps out of there and here comes Go-Go Gadget. Or here comes, you know, Play-Doh maker with boobs running through the walls. I call them Nosy Rosies either way. Like, oh, here comes Nosy Rosie. Let's get ready to tumble. Reference to stand-up comedy, volume 1 or 2. I can't remember which one. So by then it's time to take your belt off. Say, all right, who wants some? Not anymore. I just learned how to say, Play-Doh maker, geocode your cell phone. Boy, that Nosy Rosie will just get the beating feet. Alright, this 30-minute comedy bit. Have a nice day. God bless America.